Now, in order to run a business or have a business online, you're going to need a platform in order to have your websites and have everything situated. Now, we recommend a product called Builderall, and this video is going to assume that you've already purchased Builderall and is going to walk you how to set everything up. If you have not purchased Builderall, then this is a quick tutorial and you can see what it can do, and hopefully it'll be enough for you to take action. Okay, so first things first. When you first log into Builderall, this is your dashboard. It's going to show everything that you need to do. In order to set yourself up really quickly, the first thing we need to do is get a domain. The next thing we need to do is connect it to Builderall and select our funnel. And the next thing we need to do is set up the autoresponder. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the domain and connect it to Builderall. Then load up your funnel. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go into Builders. We're going to go into Drag and Drop, Sales Funnels. And we're going to go down to where it says Squeeze Page Funnel. Select it. There's a tutorial video right here. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to select the funnel and edit the template. And that's it. We're going to save this page and we're going to give it a unique URL. So this is going to be test funnel. And that's it, the funnel saved. It literally took 2 minutes, not even. So now the way that Builderall works is you're going to have your squeeze page funnel here and your thank you page here. Those are the two steps that you need to start online. Basically a way to collect leads and get them into an email sequence and follow up with them. And then a page to thank them for taking action. That's it. Everything's nice and simple and clear. So now that our funnel's set up, we need to actually go and connect our domain to it. So if we go under our sites, we should have the funnel in there. There it is, test funnel, and it's already there. And it's under drag and drop pixel perfect, my sites. Now that it's all set up, we're actually going to connect a domain to it, and we have two different domain registrars. Now, when selecting a domain, I would not go crazy with anything like crazy names or, real spammy names. What you want to do is brand yourself as an individual. So, like for example, I'll use my name, johnmarquez.net, or my initials, jbmarquez.com, or johnmarquez.org. You want to keep the extension .com, .co, .net, or .org. Try to stay away from everything else. All right. There's two places you can get a domain from, which is Namecheap and GoDaddy. I prefer Namecheap. They tend to propagate DNS faster, and it's easier for me to work with. But many people use GoDaddy. You might be using GoDaddy, so I'm going to show you how to do it in both. Okay. So first things first. Actually, let me close out of that. We're going to go right in here, and we're going to go to connect a domain. Okay. I'm going to go to one of my Namecheap products, and I'm going to connect. Let's say I'm going to connect. Where is it? Let me connect this roguedigital.net. Let's connect that one. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to manage the DNS. Okay, it's going to load up. I'm going to go to advanced DNS, and that's going to load up. Okay, so now I'm going to go into here and type in the domain, which is and I'm going to save it. And it's going to give me these two name servers. This code right here, ns.l, ns2.l. Okay, so that's what I'm going to select. I'm going to start with the first one. Copy that. You can hit Control-C to copy, or you can right-click on your mouse to copy it. Go to Namecheap. I'm going to go to Domain. And you see the name servers right here. I'm going to change them. You hit this, Custom DNS, and you paste the name servers in there. Copy the other one. Make sure there aren't any spaces or anything on there. And save it. See, now it says DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. That's usually what it takes, between 24 and 48 hours. That means that within that time frame, the website's going to be going up and down with the domain name. Do not worry about that. All you got to do is just wait 48 hours and it'll be set. If there's an issue, then you contact support. Now, as far as GoDaddy, it would be exactly the same thing. You would just go into Builderall, type in your domain, and then here, for example, I would just go into DNS, and then I would just change the name server from default to custom, and then paste the two name servers here in these spots, and then save it. And it's going to say the same thing. It's going to take 48 hours. Okay, so that's how you do it on GoDaddy. Now, once you have it all done, let me cancel that. Once you have it all done, you're going to go in here and you're going to say, I got it. Let me connect the domain. It's going to save and it's going to load up. See, and there's the domain connected. It's going to take, like I said, 48 hours to fully propagate the DNS. All right. Now, the next step you want to do is you want to activate the SSL, which is the security protocol on the domain. And there we go. It's activated and the domain is connected. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to publish it so that it becomes live. And then anything that we're going to do to the actual page is going to go in the edits. So we hit edit, and now we can create our freebie, write our call to action. We can set everything up. Okay. Right now the page just gives you a demonstration of what should be on here. So it says, here goes your headline, use a good call to action, right? So that would be something like free training reveals how I made $24K in 12 hours. Quit 12 hours. Then I just trash this. Okay. And it's just an example. You would write the copy based on whatever you're going to give for free. Okay. If it's a report, if it's a training, whatever it is that you're going to give for free. Subheadline is exactly what it says here. That's what I like about Builderall, is that it tells you what you should put in there in order to get good results. Right? So this is your subheadline. Explain what benefits your users will get from subscribing for your list. So your subheadline and what benefits they're going to get. Okay? So you would just write the copy for that. So let me just save this and save and publish. And that's done. Now let's see if the DNS is starting to propagate. If the DNS is starting to propagate, that website will show up when I click the actual URL. Okay, so return. We're going to close that out. Then in here, we're going to actually just click on this link and see if it pops up. The website's working, roguedigital.net. The SSL takes about 2 hours to propagate. It says active, but it's going to take about 2 hours. So that's why it's saying it's not secure. So wait two to 4 hours. If there's an issue, then I would contact support, but it usually takes 2 to 4 hours. Another thing you can do is just clear out your history and your cookies after 4 hours and clear your cache on your browser, and it should pop right back up. But it's active right now, and it's just propagating. It's just like DNS. It takes some time to get finalized. All right. So now the next step that we need to do is we need to connect. We need to create an email on this domain. And we're going to do that right through Builderall. So we're going to go in here under emails. Okay, we're going to add an email, and then it'll give us an email to add. So I'm just going to put john@roguedigital.net, and then the password, any password you want to use. Okay, and that's it. You add it. Try to keep it at least 70 password strength. It's at 90, so it's perfect. I'm going to add the email, and what this does is it's going to propagate your MX records. Okay, so I have an email, john@roguedigital.net, and I have my webmail, and I can access the webmail. And then you log in with the same credentials, john@roguedigital.net, and then the password that we set up. And we log in. Hit enter to log in. Okay. All right. Close that off. And here we go. That's our email. Whenever we want to log into the email, all we do is we click on the email icon right here, open it up, go to our email, and access webmail. And it'll take us right into our email. We log in, and it'll take us right there. All right. So that was step 2. Step 3 is now we got to set up your autoresponder. This is what you're going to communicate with people that sign up for your freebies and for your trainings. So what we do is we go into Mailing Boss right here in Builderall. Okay, we access Mailing Boss. And this is the beauty of Builderall, is that everything's all in one place and you can set everything up. Okay. That's going to be my first and last name. Next. Just got to enter some information. I'm going to copy that here. Here. Okay. And that's it. We're going to hit next. It's going to ask you for your address information. So you just enter your address information. I'm going to skip over this. Okay, once you've entered your address and verified it, it's going to bring you to this platform right here. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the easy way of setting everything up. The easiest way you can do is go into workflow. All right. And you have elements right here that are going to basically visually tell you how your email sequence is going to go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select list. We're going to open that. We're going to create a new list because we don't have one, right? So this list name is going to be test list. We're going to display name test list. Description test. In the description you will write why they're receiving an email from you. So generally it would be something like, hi, you're receiving this email because you opted into my list for a freebie on YouTube at my website, roguedigital.net. And that's it. You just give them a short paragraph on what, why did they opt in, and why they're there. All right. It's configured to double opt-in. What that means is when someone signs up to your email list, they're going to get a confirmation email to confirm their email address. This is important because this helps keep you out of the spam box. It's one of the parameters to stay out of the spam box. We have a whole other set of parameters to help you with email marketing. If you choose to invest in Builderall, you will get placed into a group, a community where you get basically training from us one-on-one in that community, and we're going to show you all the different parameters that you need to have on your mailing boss and your email setups to be able to stay out of the spam box. That's only for our paid members. So if you do invest into Builderall from our links, then please reach out to us and you will get placed into that list, into that community if you're not already in it. All right. So we're just going to hit create. That's it. We're going to edit the list pages. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me name the workflow. So workflow is going to be test workflow. Okay, so that's named. We're going to go back in here. Actually, let me save it first so it knows. Okay, so now it's there. So now we're going to go in here. We're going to edit list pages. And basically this is all the information on that list, whether they're going to get a welcome email, whether they're going to get a confirmation email, etc., right? So this would be the confirmation email. See, please click here to confirm your email, etc. All that gets set up for you as soon as you connect your mailing boss. So now that we're here, we're going to add the next step in the sequence, right? So when someone subscribes and they come into here, I want them to go into an email sequence. All right? If you go to autoresponder email, it'll create a campaign. And you basically name everything, and you're going to have to choose a sequence if you're going to use the autoresponder. So the first thing we're going to do is actually create a sequence. All right. So we're going to trash this, and we're going to go to email sequence. There's no email sequences here. We'll create an email sequence. Okay. Now, under this video, there's going to be a doc file with email templates. Select those email templates, open them up in Word, and modify them to your own needs, and put in your Builderall link if you've already purchased Builderall, your affiliate link. And I'll show you where you get your affiliate link right now. In order to get your affiliate link on Builderall, it's just under Builderall Business and your dashboard. And right there's your affiliate link. Okay. So there should be a bunch of emails in a Word file under this video. All right. So this sequence is going to be test AR sequence. We're going to send it to the test list, send to future subscribers only. Number of messages, let's say it's going to be a 5-day follow-up, right? So create. Boom. Okay. Email setup. From email, and it's going to be your email and all that stuff are situated here, right? So before we go get into this part, right, and before we actually start messing with all this, we're going to save it. And we're going to go back to Mailing Boss. If you click this little thing right here, it takes you right to the beginning. We're going to go to Domains. All right. You see how Rogue Digital already popped up here? Right? So we're going to verify this domain, and we click on it. You see these records? Those are going to get inputted by Builderall. So we're going to verify DNS records. There you go. It's verified. You're all set. Close it. Go back to domains. And there you go. See? It's a verified email. It's good to send. So you enable the SSS. That's going to take 2 hours again. Now we go back into here. And we go into sender emails. We're going to create new. Sender name, John Marquez. Sender email, john@roguedigital.net. This would be the email that you created within Builderall. Save that. Okay, it sent the validation link. We're going to go in here and we're just going to check for that validation link. It'll take a few minutes to come through. So just give it a second. There it is. We're going to go in there and we're just going to click here and verify the email. That's it. You're verified. We're going to go back to this Mailing Boss and refresh it and see how it says verified. Yes, you're all set. So now we're going to go back to our workflow, the one we were working on originally. There it is, right here. Test workflow. We're going to open it up. Going to go back to Elements. We're going to open this up again. We're going to update the list, make sure everything's good to go. Okay, that's all good to go. Advanced, make sure everything here is correct. John Marquez, John at Rogue Digital, reply to John at Rogue Digital. Perfect. So that's all done and it's all correct. So save the changes. Everything's good to go. Save the changes. And then close it out. Hit cancel to close it out. Check the AR sequence. Sequence information. Okay. Okay, that's all set. All right. Now we're actually going to go to the 5 emails. And it automatically loads the emails for you. So we've given you a template of emails, and I'm just going to load this email here as an example. Now you've seen this email. This was the first introduction email that we actually sent to you guys. I'm just going to load it in here so you can see how it would work with setting it up within Builderall. You just copy the subject, paste the subject, copy the actual email, paste the actual email. There it goes. Now if I want to add an image in here, what I would do is I would find something in here that has an image. So for example, this one. And I would drop it in there, right under here. Okay, I would look for the email. Open that up. Now it's huge. Builderall always does everything huge. It's very easy to fix. You highlight the picture, go to where it says these 2 little icons, the source code icons. It'll open up the code. Really easy. Give it a second to open up the code because it's a big picture. Then right here, I believe it's all the way at the bottom. See where it says max width? That's the size of the image. So you just change that to 25% and hit OK. There's the picture. All right. Now what I do is I usually just go in here. I hit the plus sign to duplicate. I grab it. I'll move it under. Right there. Then I'll go in here, back to my Word document, and I'll grab the rest of the email. Okay. Control C. Go in here, paste it. There you go. Then I would go and get my affiliate link or whatever you're going to be giving for free, whether it's the link to the page, whatever it is. You're going to go back into here and you're going to highlight this, turn it into a link, and paste it there. Hit OK. Now here, once this is done, right? Everything's done. You're going to hit done. And that's it. The first email set up. So then you would go to the second email. And you just open the second email, right? If you want to change anything, let's say I want to change how fast it goes out, right? You would put, if you want the email to go immediately, right? First thing you would do is you see this little clock. You would click on the clock and you would put 0 day. That means immediately they should get this email on the first day. Emails being sent out usually take between 15 to 30 minutes. Make sure you let your subscriber know about that. Make sure it's after subscribe, okay? If you wanted to, you can even change it to minutes and put 15 minutes so that it goes out within 15 minutes. But typically day and 0 is fine. Next, you would edit the same email, the second email, same thing. You know, go in there, email setup. Not in there, sorry. You would go into okay, in order to edit the next emails in the sequence, what you're going to do is you're actually going to go to where it says email sequence, click on that, sequence information, manage sequences, and then you're going to go to your test sequence. Now it's going to load up all the emails right here on the side. You're going to go to the next email, click on it. It'll load up, and then the same thing. Go to the next email in line, copy the headline, paste it, and then copy the text. And paste it. Then save it. And again, you go again to the next one, sequence information, manage sequences, change it, and go to the next one in the sequence. As you're doing it, in the flow editor, it's going to keep on updating every sequence. Now, that once it becomes a full-fledged sequence and it's all set up, anytime you do anything with that list and you add an email sequence, you can select the entire sequence and all the emails load up. Okay? So that's how you're going to set up your follow-up. Now we actually need to connect this to your landing page. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to turn this off for now. Go back to here, to dashboard. Go back to your builder. Go back to drag and drop Pixel Perfect. My sites. Go into your website. Edit it. We're going to select the thank you page. And we're going to preview that thank you page. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. Hit return to edit. Go back to the squeeze page. There we go. we're going to select the form right here, double click it, or right click it rather, I'm sorry, and it's going to give you these options. Everything on Builderall is usually right click. So you're going to go to configure, mailing boss. There's your list, test list. That's it. It'll switch it to whatever you had selected. We were only collecting email, right? If we want to capture the first name, what we're going to have to do is do that on Mail Boss and add the first name catcher. All we need is the email. When you first start off, just get the email. You don't need the first name. Get the email and start building your database and start building a relationship with your leads. Okay. Now, one important thing we got to do is change URL and subscription confirmed. We're going to go to page and we're going to select the thank you page. Hit OK. So when they confirm the email, it'll take them right to the thank you page. Okay, very simple. And that's it. That's how you set up your first lead capture page, and how you set up your autoresponder, and how you set up your online presence. Pretty simple. So again, if you haven't gotten Builderall yet, I recommend you do. And if you do, then you're going to get put into our private community, and we're going to help you more along the way. All right. So have a good one, and thank you for listening.